Hey everyone, we're playing Ark Ascended. Let's continue right where we left off. I could get a lot more space just by simply pushing out that L a little bit. And honestly, I think I will. Because it's not going to cost... It might cost me like, what, one more foundation over here? And then two more foundations or three more? And I get, dude, so much more space. So you know what? I am actually going to push this out. Like, quite... Man, I'm trying to think, like, how much would be too much. I mean... I would definitely have to stop, like, here. By here, it'd be getting dangerous of people just, like, climbing the wall at that point. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and push it out a little bit more. You know, I could probably just do it on camera, too. Alright, and then I need you to stop. So, park yourself. Hello? I think it's stuck. Alright, Burb. Please stay here. Do not move unless you get attacked. Then please move. Question. If I take this... Okay, it doesn't take the wall for some reason, which is a little funny. And I'm also very glad I didn't start building, like, all of the walls yet. How's this looking? Again, I almost need a bird's eye view. And guess what I got? I got a bird! So why don't I use it? Also, where's my food at? How we feeling? Let me get back on my burb. How we feeling about this length? I know it's just kind of like a lot of looking, getting back up. Okay, so again, let's see. Where do we want to stop? I think I need a lot more walls for that. Well, I guess that's what we're here for. Okay, where's Argentina? I think I'm perpendicular with Argentina now. Let me pick this one up. And if I walk directly this way... Let's see, how far... Okay, I could probably take even one more away. Okay, so maybe it's not as much as I thought. Okay, everybody, it's been a little while, did a lot of collecting, and we're almost there. For some reason, I keep running into these really weird spots where, like, the wall doesn't go up. That is so weird. I don't know why the wall does that, but I've only run into a few spots where that happens. Another one being, yeah, it's like another, down here is where it happens a lot, too. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that, but it's fine. I'm hoping these last couple walls kind of finish me out here, though. I'll see, but, like... Again, why? That's so annoying. Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm starting to understand why that's happening. All right. Well, I guess we just might have to get a couple more walls then. But I need to make room in here. Hold on. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, because I also need to put the wall in super quick, or not the wall, the door. I think where the best would the door be? I think the door would probably be best right here. So let me take this one down. And then here I can put in a wall. Bop. Wait. Oh, is the wall too wide? Wait, huh? Okay, let me take this one down too then. Okay, so that's too wide. Good to know. The door right there. Alright, we're looking kind of jank. But we're rolling, I guess. Let me try to make some of these look a little better. Yeah, I don't like how I have to, like... wait, okay, well, that one was fine. Alright, are we good? Okay, so that one kind of dips right there, so that's kind of needed. Okay, I think aside from that, I think we're pretty much good. I think we've covered all of our bases. So, here, let me get Argentina. Now, let's take a quick flight. And let's see what it looks like. Where are you, Argentina? Now, this will give me a lot of room to... I don't even know what I've got to use the room for, but... for, like, any giant dinos or any giant, like, stables or whatever I want to do. This... Instead of being kind of closed off in that tiny little area, this gives me a whole bunch of, like, particular flat space, which is nice to build anything that I want. And it's in a super nice area. It's protected by cliffs on these sides. I've got water behind me. Redwood there. Volcano there. Yeah, honestly, we're kind of rolling. What I'm going to work on is chopping down some of those trees and stuff so I can kind of clear it out a little better. But I'm thinking I'm completely safe from attacks in here. I think that's how it works. Maybe. Like, am I completely safe from things from spawning in here? I'm actually not 100% sure, but I'm assuming I am. But I guess we'll see. If I get a random carnivorous dinosaur up in my space, well, then maybe at that point I'll have to, like, place foundations or something everywhere to, like, mark this out as, this is David's location. Do not spawn here. I don't know. I can't see. Where's all the trees at? Alright, look at that. I have cleared out the area. Let me take one more giant flight. Just to kind of show you. I have, for the most part, mowed my lawn. I should have a nice area laid out now. Bro, look at that, man. Oh, we're going to be able to build so much cool stuff in this area. Then, of course, well, now I have room to expand on my house and stuff like that. Alright, this is going to be good. I think if... There's, like, no possible way anything climbs up to me, right? There's no way. Okay. Well, I'm going to get rid of the dinos that are just chilling in my yard, but... Alright, well, this... This task is now completed, which makes me very happy. Why don't I grab my gun? I feel like we've never just used our guns in, like, an actual fashion. We tested them out, but we never used them. Why don't I grab them and we can actually play with them? My question is, I don't know where they is. Where are my guns at? These are just all my... Where's my guns, bro? Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh, I want the long rifle, bro. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Watch this. Get off my lawn, punk. Bop. Get off my lawn, Buster. Bop. That's embarrassing. Get off my lawn, sport. Okay, Get off my lawn, squirt. Alright, I actually hit it that time. Yeah, that was embarrassing. No way I missed like 3 shots on this guy. Alright. Well, now it's time to move on to our next project. Real question is, what is that Oh, we should probably just expand our house, right? We did all this to prepare ourselves a place for a house, and our house is this dinky little thatch home. It really should be made out of minimum stone. Minimum. Hey. Oh, get off my lawn, buddy. Oh, I will snipe you out of the air. Watch this. Bop. Okay, I am... Maybe I should stop. I think I'm embarrassing myself. Bro, get out of my lawn, bro. Bro, what do you think this is, man? Alright, everyone, we're jumping into another quick time lapse. I decided to build a little bit more of the base off camera. So as you can see there, I went ahead and started replacing a lot of the the thatch flooring with stone, and then also kind of expanding the house down the hill a little bit with some more stone foundation. Now, the annoying part about all this is I did have to transfer a lot of items throughout the chests, and of course, I had to use a lot of the material to make more foundation. I don't know what's with this game and making everything so darn expensive. Like, bro, I can only carry so much stone on me, and all that stone will still only get me like 3 foundations, which is nuts. But, you know, slowly but surely we're getting there. As you can see, I'm kind of slowly expanding the house. I very quickly realized that what we have so far is just nowhere near big enough. And especially, you know, the more dinos we get and the bigger and bigger that they get, we're going to need room for them. And a couple of them I'll want to keep in the house, you know what I mean? Just like how you got pets, you know, outside pets and inside pets. I'm trying to get a little bit of both. Yeah, and I want to make sure I do it with stone too, so I can just kind of future-proof it. Maybe we'll replace it with metal later, but dude, I don't know what's with games because it's the same thing in Pal World, but the metal, like the texture of the metal is kind of cockeyed, dude. Like I don't really want to use it, you know. But yeah, so looks like most of the flooring is done. So now I'm just placing a couple of the walls, and we'll definitely have to build these walls a little higher. I've had it a few times where a couple of random dinosaurs would kind of just like fly into my home, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? So I'm hoping if I just build my walls high enough, that won't happen. And then lastly here, I'm kind of building our little storage area. You're going to see a lot of this when I shut up and we go back to live David. But yeah, essentially the top part, we're going to have all of our crafting. Bottom part, we're going to have all of our chests. I think this is going to be a nice little setup. It's one step closer to having something along the lines of a permanent base. This also just looks a little nicer. I think probably the stone texture is the best texture. So, yeah, I'm kind of digging this, especially with the stone fences, too. I think we're vibing. We got some stone furnaces. Yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking. I expanded it by almost double. I kind of had to layer down. Again, I don't know how building works in this game, but there's probably a way to level it all out using pillars. But two things. I'm lazy, and I don't want to. So we're just going to go with this weirdly... weird pattern that actually slopes downwards, but it's fine because I feel like it's actually kind of cool. Like, look at this little cubby just full of chests. This is like my storage area. We go up, we'll have our crafting here, my bed over there. Right now, there's not a whole lot that I could fill in. I'll probably end up putting like stairs along these little edges here. Down here, we'll have something neat and cozy and personal, and I still have to add a door around here somewhere. Honestly, I might just... Right here, this will be my door for now. It was the crappiest door of all time, but yeah, I'm gonna work on putting some stairs together. But oh, I thought that was Argentina. I'm like, bro, where are you going? But yeah, at least my house is bigger. Also, I haven't replaced these walls with stone walls, which I have to do too. But for that, I have to gather more stone. And by golly, dude, I'm tired of gathering stone. This kind of sucks. So, oh, wait, I have one stone wall. Okay, let me replace one more. I go bop, bink. There we go. All right, one more wall. But yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just might have to just gather some more stone. Damn. Okay, alright. Little update here. I continued to work on the house. I have added these little stairways in to make the elevations just a little bit nicer. So now our house is nice and clean. I added a couple more like wall blocks to kind of smoothen out, make sure it's all, you know, nice and straight. I'll end up putting a roof on my house eventually. I just don't want to do that now. And then I went ahead and down here I actually added a door. And you know what? It might be a great idea if I went ahead and added some stairs right there, because that would help kind of get me up here. I've got Argentina chilling outside. All right. Well, I think like my house is officially like done right now. This is I'm very happy with this house. It might be time to kind of head back to the actual grind. Start getting some more obsidian, getting some more stone, getting some more metal. And then I'm going to have to start getting oil. So we might have to travel up to like the snow north to start getting some oil. But I am very happy with my house. And I now also, if I have room for large dinos, if I end up getting something, I have room for it, which is extremely nice. And the dinos that I have right now are all nice and protected, which is the even most important part. So I am also kind of looking forward to maybe if I find like another one of those Carno thingies, maybe we can yoink one of those to have something real nice on attack. But yeah, all right, very cool. This is what we got. I think I'm gonna hop off for a little while and then I'll be back. But yeah. Okay, so we're at the part of the game where it's just gonna be a whole lot of grinding for a while until I can kind of get to that next step as far as the crafters. So I'm talking about like the industrial grinder, the the large furnace and all that. So that's going to require me to just get a pretty large amount of a lot of the base materials. So I'm talking a lot of stone, a lot of obsidian, a lot of charcoal, because I gotta get my polymer up, and basically everything else. So I'm gonna time lapse myself here, kind of gathering materials. So you could see here, for this initial run, I'm gathering a whole lot of iron, but I also need obsidian. Then for a while, we'll be collecting a lot of wood to make more charcoal, and then we'll also need a little bit of flint, and then probably most importantly, I'm gonna need quite a large number of chitin. So we'll definitely head back to Spider Cave, but right there you saw that was one of my iron runs. And also a lot of this is just gonna show me kind of at the base, just moving things around. So as much as I gotta collect all the base materials, they also have to be crafted into those bigger things. So you can see I'm kind of just moving around some flintstone, making some of that spark dust, making some of the gunpowder, making some of the you know all of the things, bro. I don't even know, bro. It's just a whole lot of grinding. I know some people probably don't like this aspect of the game. I know a large amount of people are kind of just PvPers, but fun enough, I'm kind of the exact opposite. I think I enjoy this aspect of the game the most. I love recording and I love talking to you guys, but I'm gonna be honest, when I can kind of just like put my headphones on, put on some music, and just kind of grind out some materials mindlessly, dude, that's a good night. You know what I'm saying? That is a good night.
A smaller relative of Sarcosuchus, Caprosuchus paludentium, is a water-based carnivore primarily found lurking among the island's swamps. A naturally fast runner that is even faster in the water, it is a solitary hunter that picks off small to medium creatures, especially those isolated from their pack. When attacking, Caprosuchus uses two main tactics. First, it patiently waits below the water surface, and when the target is sufficiently close by, will perform a lateral jump that it uses to quickly close distance with its prey and drag it underwater. Secondly, it attacks the prey's vital areas specifically to drain its stamina. These two techniques effectively prevent most creatures from escaping Caprosuchus once an assault has begun. Survivors are generally split about the usefulness of Caprosuchus. Some love its speed both in and out of the water, essentially making it among the fastest, small-sized, all-terrain mounts when traveling through the wetlands. Others do not like how relatively frail Caprosuchus is, and do not think its high speed and ensnaring attacks make up for this shortcoming.
All right. So like I mentioned, it's we need a lot of chitin, man. I think this is probably one of the more frustrating aspect of making polymer and getting a lot of the end game stuff is the fact of how much chitin you need, because rocks are everywhere, wood is everywhere, iron and obsidian crystal you can find in extremely large quantities in a couple of places, but chitin, dude, I'm telling you, this spider cave is the only place that I found where you can get like a decent source of chitin. And even here you have to fight, and very importantly, you have to use ammo unless you use a sword, but then you're breaking your armor and then you need to fix your armor. So essentially you're trading in a lot of iron and other resources to get chitin, and then that chitin kind of goes into basically making other stuff. So it's just like a giant trade of giving up a little iron, getting a little bit of chitin, getting a little polymer, using that polymer on so yeah, it is a little frustrating having to go to the cave, but at the same time, it's also kind of fun. And you go down there, you just hunt some spiders, scorpions, and snakes. And using the guns are probably one of the more fun parts of Ark 2. The grinding and the guns, the GG, bro. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. So I do like going down there, just kind of hunting for a while. And then, like usual, like I mentioned, you just gotta visit the volcano every now and then, pick up some iron, some obsidian, do what you gotta do. Also gotta get some crystal. Yeah, at this point, again, there's only so much talking you can do about, you know, the farm and resource gathering and grinding. It's something you have to do in these types of games. And you know, I'm even playing single player. I can't imagine if I had like a tribe of 8 people, you know, trying to resource gather for 8 different people. That'd be absolutely wild. And the other nice thing is, you know, Argentina is the one helping me with all these trips. Argentina's getting pretty high in level at this point. I mean, it's into the 80s, hopefully soon going to be into the 90s. The amount of resources that I can carry with just Argentina is actually kind of wild. In the near future, I really should plan on catching more, and I could potentially have an entire army of Argentinas just kind of ready to fly with me over to the volcano and just take thousands to millions of iron back to the base. That's kind of the goal. But for now, just the one Argentina is fine. I mean, I'm scared if I do that, I'm gonna like get them killed, and I'm just gonna drop 2.7 metric tons of iron randomly in the, you know, forest or something. But yeah, that is the plan. And honestly, we're doing a lot of like, you know, resource gathering, building. Right now, it's really just making the crafting materials, but very, very soon, we really should start on the dinosaur aspect of the game. It's funny because this entire game, that's the thing, is it's the dinosaurs, and I've almost been ignoring it. I've been focusing on the survival and the guns, and I've just ignored the dinosaurs. I've got the single dinosaur, the one that I would almost classify as this is the only must-have dino, right? You need a strong flyer that can hold weight. That's really the big thing that you need. But I do want to get some more cool ones, some big ones. I want to get some for attack. I know there's probably some form of bosses out there in the world that I still, you know, and we'll get to fighting them now. Now that we're kind of at the end stages as far as like guns and stuff, we can kind of make way to, you know, do the story, get some dinos, fight some bosses. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's kind of go through what I've been doing. So if we look over here, you could see I have a whole lot of things. I mean, this is probably the important one here. Take a look at all of the cement paste, all of this polymer, obsidian, and metal ingots. And I think a little bit more gasoline from, I don't even actually know where. I probably picked up another treasure or something. But yeah, this is going to be enough to get us something nasty. So what I essentially did is I went over... Oh, and it looks like I'm still making stuff, funny enough. I went over to that cave again that had all those spiders and scorpions, and I did a little run through, and I got a whole bunch of chitin, and then I did a couple more runs over to the volcano, and I got a lot more obsidian, and I got a lot more stone and iron, and yeah, I think over here I'm still producing a little bit of iron. And then you might be wondering why I have 6 campfires going. I am just producing charcoal here. There's probably a better way to produce this charcoal, but I don't know about it, and I'm not I'm not gonna look into it. So it is what it is. Now, oh, sorry, I didn't want to punch you. My bad, dog. Argentina, my bad, bro. What is this egg though? What do I do with egg? Oh. Oh, it's a food. Well, that feels kind of cruel on my part. I've got the sweetest bird you've ever seen in Argentina, and I just down the egg like an absolute predator. Anyway, so here's what I'm thinking. You know, we did all this work to get us all this material. It's time to have fun with it, darn it. So let's go over here, and I think I can make myself some nasty things. Go to firearms. As you can see, most of the like fabricated stuff we can actually make. I'll probably deplete myself once I make them, but I can make them. And actually, before we do that, let me go and do these final level ups. As you can see, I'm at 99. I don't know what happens once I go past 100, but I guess we're gonna figure it out. Oh, okay. I guess we just go past 100. Well, fair enough. Let's see. Yeah, and I got a lot of points, my brother. Let's go all the way to the bottom. What's at the bottom? What's like max? Wait, am I? I'm 102? Oh, okay. So we're almost at the final stages. I don't know how I'm going to do all of this stuff, but we're almost at the final stages. Okay, Dreadnought. Okay, you know, let's just start. Let's just start getting some things. Ooh. Oh wow, that looks cool. But no protection from the elements. Okay, well that's interesting. Let's just do this, and I'm sure it'll unlock a few things before. Yeah, I don't know if this Riot stuff is like actually any good, but I guess we'll see. Cannon shell. Again, I don't know what any of this stuff is, but we're just gonna make it. Rocket pod. I don't know, minigun turret. Sure, why not? Also, though, I should probably be careful with my points because as now I'm noticing it's kind of going down very quick. Okay, know that we can't get that night vision goggles. I think this is from Bob's Tall Tale. I don't know what the hell is a Bob, but it's a something. Okay, well that's cool stuff, I guess. All right, let's go back to the fun part. I want to make some weapons. Darn it. Okay, so I can make a bow and arrow, which I don't think I'm going to waste my material to make on that. I'm trying to make myself some guns, dog. Got a chainsaw and electric prod. I don't even... Okay, for the chainsaw I need electronics, so I can't even make it even if I wanted to. Pump action shotgun. Fabricated pistol. Well, the assault rifle is the first thing we're making, obviously. Wait. Why can't I craft it? Oh, because I'm the biggest dummy in the world. The thing needs to be turned on. Come on, David. Come on, David. What is this? Electronics and sulfur. Okay. Well, I don't want that anyway. So I want the assault rifle. The rocket launcher is crazy. I'm making it. Pistol. You know what, dude? I might as well just make one of every weapon. It's such a waste of material to make one of every weapon, but... And then I'll have to get my hands on some sulfur and electronics. I don't know how to do that. But, I don't know. I'll figure out a way. And then ammo. Oh, yeah. We actually need ammo. Alright, real quick. What else is in here? Weapons, structures, cooking. I'll need to also make some of this stuff, too. Crafting, industrial grinder. Yeah, I'm a grinder. Electric. Yeah. I'm also probably wasting a lot of my materials on stuff like weapons, which maybe I should be saving for something like an oil pump. But we'll have to figure out how to do that stuff later. Armor. Riot. Okay. Is that another level up? Yeah, I'm the greatest gamer of all time. Put that in weight. So what am I, 102 now? Tesla coil. Alright. I don't know if we just like level up again, or it looks like we just have it. Oh, I need a... Okay. I don't know how that works. Again, everything is new, bro. Don't roast me. Okay. Let's put this stuff in here. Alright, let's turn this off. And I need to grab some gunpowder, and I should have plenty of gunpowder. I'm going to be jaundiced with you here. Plenty of gunpowder. There's probably a bunch of gunpowder in here, too. I wonder if, should I just take all of this out? Like, will I even need stuff in here? Go ahead and stick all this good stuff in here. Weapons, ammo... Alright, I won't be able to make a whole lot of it. Let's make... Why can't I just write? Whoops, I just knocked over something. Make 25 of those. Advanced rifle. Let's make like, I don't know, 50? And is this a sniper? Let's make 50. No, like 50. Bro. 50, bro. Or do I just go 51? I'm gonna make 51. Rocket launcher. I need crystal. Question. Do I even have crystal? I should have a little bit of crystal lying around somewhere. The real question is where? Let's just check each of our chests. Oh, there's a little bit of crystal. I swear I should have a little bit more than that, though. Well, for now, let's just put in what we got. Weapons, ammo. Yeah, I'm only going to be able to craft 4, but... Alright, let's let all that stuff craft while I look for some more crystal. Oh, there's some more crystal. But I also probably shouldn't just use all my crystal on rocket launcher ammo. Because it also uses... Oh my god, it uses polymer too? Okay, hold on. Yeah, that is expensive, my brother. Can I almost want to, like, cancel this. I only want to make, like, 1. Because that uses 10 polymer per rocket, and that's not okie dokie. That is a lot. I ended up getting some more, like, cool stuff from, like, chests. But, like, I'm already advancing past it, low-key, so, like, I'm not going to even be able to use half of it. Alright. We still cooking? Here's what I'm thinking. Once we get here, I'm going to cancel the queue so I don't make all of them. 1, 2, cancel queue. Alright, we saved ourselves 1, which... Hey, that's still 10 polymer, man. Alright, let's grab all of this. Alright.